Aloha, everybody. This is Cathy BIlsky, the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite. And as you can see, I am taking a minute to get my Facebook public. Done. Change. All right, we are good to go. So, like I said, this is Cathy BIlsky, the Quantum Leap, Let Light Unite, and this is Friday, February 3rd, 23. Now, before we get into our work, I wanted to remind you February 14th is our World Enlightenment event, so please join us. I'll be on all the social medias, and I'll be posting the chants if you want to chant along with us or do your own energy work, calling down enlightenment. It doesn't matter as long as we all tap in through our heart chakra with the same intent of calling enlightenment and anchoring it to the planet and all life forms. Now, part of enlightenment is, we've got the insane people trying to push forward World War III again. So I wanted to do some energy work that we actually choose Divine Enlightenment, and we cut all the people and the beings and the groups that want to manifest World War III from their energy work. So as all my energy work is, trust me, this one is real detailed, okay? And when you're doing energy work / magic, the more detailed you can get it, the more precise, the more it's going to happen and create. So as we're doing this energy work, we're going to create a bubble of light, send energy into that bubble. And I want you to imagine also that this is actually happening in your mind's eye. Okay? See it, believe it, and we can make it manifest. All right, so for those of you that are going to participate, I'm going to give you a little gentle healing and energy boost while we are connecting with the Creator and beginning. So sit down, put your hands in your lap, try to sit up as straight as you can, and start taking some gentle deep breaths. And of course, if you've got your crystal, you can put your crystal in your lap or in your hand to amplify. And I've got my 30-pound crystal right here. So start taking some deep breaths, breathe in light, and exhale out everything that no longer serves you, and imagine all that unwanted energy going through the violet flame back to God, and you fill up with light. So exhale everything that no longer serves you, fill up with light, and do that till I tell you to stop. So I surround each and every one of you in a bubble of golden flame. I add to that the blue flame of protection, the violet flame of transmutation, the green flame of healing, and I seal you in the pink flame of love. And I call to all your teachers, guides, masters, the cosmic beings, the whales, the dolphins, your angels, guardian angels, and invite them in to add their energy to our light work today. So feel yourself reconnect with the Creator, and this incredible divine energy comes into your crown chakra. And allow it now to flow through your brain. And as it flows through your brain, every cell, atom, molecule in your brain reconnects to the Creator. And you become an even more awakened spiritual being filled with all these new possibilities. Feel your brain re-energize and re-oxygenate and everything work in perfect harmony. Now allow that energy to flow out your third eye. Feel it drop down further and come out of your throat chakra. And now allow that energy to come out of your heart. And now drift down to your solar plexus. Feel that energy flow down even farther and come out of your root chakra. Ooh. And let's jump up and let it come out of your belly button chakra. And now the sacral, which is right below the belly button. And again, your root chakra. Allow this energy to flow all the way down your legs, out your feet into the earth, Let it flow down your arms, out your hands, your spine, your back. Allow it to flow through all your internal organs, regenerating your internal organs. And we're going to ask that all your organs work in perfect harmony with your divine blueprint for perfect health. Feel this energy flow through all your veins, your arteries, your muscles. Allowing everything to circulate, and allow every part of your water molecule to reconnect to the Creator. And feel every cell, atom, molecule in your DNA, again, reconnect to the Creator and fill up with more light. Now, if there is any part of you that is not is out of balance, I want you to allow some of this energy to stay there and keep raising the energy and just percolate while we're doing the energy work. All right, so again, feel that divine energy come flowing through out your arms, your hands, your upper chakras. We're creating a bubble of light, which we're putting this huge Earth Keeper crystal underneath it to amplify our work. And in this bubble of light, we're putting the energy work of choosing divine enlightenment over World War III. Let there be light in the name of the presence of God, which I am, through the magnetic power, the sacred fire vested in me, I command. I call forth the power of angelic protection for all who listen, read, or put out this work. To our right stands the Archangel Michael. To our left stands the Archangel Gabriel. In front of us stands Archangel Uriel. Behind us stands Archangel Raphael. Below us stands Archangel Zachiel. Above our heads is the eternal Shekinah. We command Michael the Archangel to cut all ties to all of Albert Pike's satanic written works. We tie and bind every book of his, especially Morals and Dogma. We send the violet flame through all copies of the books, past, present, and future, to transmute all words to divine light and neutralizing all intent. We cut ties to Pike and all of Lucifer's prophecies, especially the manifestation of World War III. We cut ties to all that are trying to create this energy now. Violet flame it, transmuting all that negative energy, so it has no more forward movement, replacing it with peace and world divine enlightenment. We cut ties to the bracelet that connected Pike to Lucifer, and as we reconnect that bracelet back to the Creator, we command it to be neutral and powerless, so no one may use it. We cut all the ties Pike had to the Order of the Palladium, also called the Sovereign Council of Wisdom, Knights of the Golden Circle, Palladium Order of Skull and Bones, Order of the Solar Temple, the KKK, Knights of Malta, Knights Templars, Masons, Freemasons, Scottish Rites, the Vatican, the Illuminati, the WEF, all of the Roman Empire and their Rav servants and their desire for one world satanic government. We also ask Michael the Archangel to cut ties between these groups and all their agendas, oaths, vows, rituals they may have taken together to bond their brotherhood and further their cause. We ask Michael to remove all veils and overlays they have placed on each other, allowing each one to become a free agent, being set free from the bee mentality. We see all their plans falling apart, being replaced with divine world enlightenment. We release, cancel, clear, and dissolve all from your black magic you may have woven with Satan to keep this planet in all forms in slavery. We call to Michael the Archangel to take his sword of blue flame. And cut all ties to that magic, including all skins it is written on, no matter where it's kept hidden. Nothing can hide from God, so be afraid. We call to the Creator to cut all Luciferian, satanic, messianic, generational ties and generational abuse to all their children, along with child trafficking. We ask that all those that have been abused have all manipulative, traumatic overlays removed, allowing them to reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened spiritual beings. We call Michael the Archangel forth to cut all ties to the Jesuits, the Black Pope, and all popes, past, present, and future, to their one world satanic church agendas. The ties to all that black magic are cut from them, and pacts they made with Satan are dissolved by the sacred fire. All trusts are also hereby dissolved through the sacred trust that God has with humans to set us free, including we cut all black magic, satanic ties, and binds the Pope is placed on all life forms, souls, and the planet Earth, going back to the time of Pope Boniface and any papal bulls he created, cutting ties to an energy expressed trust called unum sanctum that claims the Pope owns all souls. The ties and binds to this energy and all souls are now cut free from that bondage. You own no one, Pope. The people of this planet all have their very own direct link to God, the Creator, so they are in charge of all dominion on the planet. You do not own the world, humans, or any souls on this planet or anywhere. We can manage our own sacred trust with the Creator ourselves. We now reconnect all these souls to the Creator, helping them become awakened, conscious, spiritual beings. So in your mind's eye, you see all these souls reconnecting to the Creator and all the Creator's energy just pouring in. They become awakened spiritual beings, being able to fulfill their own divine missions. We cut the ties to all of Pope Nicholas's fifth. In 1435, the trust he set up, claiming all real estate as his, then binding that in magic. We cut all ties with the trust called Si Suis Qui Vis, claiming all souls to Satan and the Catholic Church. We cut all ties to Pope VI and the trust that makes people slaves. We cut all ties and magical contracts the Roman Vatican Church Empire had with Hitler, all of the royal empire and their Rav servants. All concordats are now dissolved by the violet flame, healed in the angel light, and reconnected to the Creator, now becoming neutral or only emitting love. The energy of the First through the Fourth Reich is now dissolved. Call the violet flame through all these trusts to clean up the energy, angel light to heal it. Then we reconnect it to the Creator, commanding it to be neutral. We call to the fire elemental to blaze through this magic till it's cleansed by fire to ashes and dust. I see the storage vaults in physical flame. Now. We cut the ties to all this magic and the bonding of it with Lucifer and Satan. We now see veils and overlays over all souls being removed, allowing everyone to reconnect to their higher selves, becoming awakened spiritual beings, fully aware of their divine missions and purposes. We call the higher selves of all popes, black and white, past, present, future, all Nazis, the Alumbrados, the Jesuits, Opus Dei, the Illuminati, the Masons, the Scottish Rite, all fraternal organizations connected to the Roman Catholic Church, the WEF, to step forward in the light of God and renounce Lucifer, Satan, all lies, deceptions, and wars you create. If you choose not to, which is your free will, we call to your higher self and guardian angel to put you all in positions of harmlessness now. We remove all veils, overlays you have placed on each other, cut the oaths you have taken together, binding you to each other in your projects. Now removed, dissolved. For those who choose to stay with Satan, again, your free will, we place you all in a bubble of mirror, the mirror facing you, so any dark energy you try and send out will stay contained, and we add the violet flame to cleanse this energy so it doesn't gain any strength. This bubble of mirror will stay up 24/7, 365 days a year from here through eternity. It will dissolve when you choose to work in the light of the Creator and not Satan. Until then, this bubble keeps you powerless. We cut all ties to the energy of the Jesuit instruction manual, Monita Secreta Societatis Jesuit, the secret instructions of the Society of Jesuits. Transmute all that energy through the sacred fire of the violet flame, neutralizing all intent. May whoever tries to read those instructions simply fall asleep without being able to retain any of the written word. Let all veils and overlays of magical protection be removed as the Goddess of Truth brings everything that they are trying to hide up to the surface in a way where the masses see it and are given the divine inspiration on how to correct what they have done and propel us into the golden age of divine enlightenment. The Goddess of Justice is after you now. I call for your karmic return, for all your works, which shall be amplified over 100,000-fold. And this is for anyone that worships Lucifer or Satan. And as that energy is being returned to them, I step aside. As their magic is dissolved and neutralized, all life forms can now reconnect to the Creator, becoming awakened, enlightened, joyful, quantum beings, leaping us into the golden age of divine enlightenment. We cancel clear all Illuminati thoughts that it is their destiny to rule. We cancel clear the law of Thelma, which there is no law beyond, do what thou wilt. We cancel clear all pledges to the Rock Nation, Gotti and the Rain Man. We cancel clear the energy that is creating satanic religion out of hip-hop music. We cancel clear all ties to all Illuminati references, symbols of the temple sun, and we cut all ties to all Messianic symbols. I command Michael the Archangel to go and cut the ties to all these demonic forces that have attached themselves to, including entertainers, singers, actors, comedians, athletes, people, places, animals, people attending any concert or public venues, anyone in the military, anyone in the WEF. And as the demonic forces are cut and tied, we bind them and send them through the violet flame to help them clean up their energies, then send them back to God, filling that space up with the angel of love. We cut ties to all their rituals, calling in the demonic forces that are done in any concert, public venue, the CERN, the harp, and we're going to anchor the violet flame to all those spaces and transmute that energy back to light. We cut ties to all the music that has magic done to it to be successful, as well as satanic magic rituals, conjuring up demons and commanding them to attach themselves to all master copies of music and music videos. We cut these demons from all album covers and music, tie and bind them, sending them through the violet flame to transmute all energies back to light and send them back home to God. We now fill that space up with an angel of enlightenment. We command that all Nazi swastika symbols are reversed, so the energy now brings in peace and prosperity back to the earth and humanity. And every time anyone looks at a Nazi swastika, see the energy being reversed into its correct positive direction, bringing peace and prosperity back to the earth and all humanity. We cut the ties to anyone whose intent is to misuse any sacred symbols. We call the violet flame through them now to clean them up. We reconnect those symbols to the divine and see the energies being reversed in their positive, correct direction now. And this includes any corporate sigils that they're using. I command that any portals, stargates, time portals, including the time portal at Montauk, the CERN, HARP, being used for the dark purpose of manipulating time or allowing dark forces from other dimensions. And this also includes any of the supercomputers and the D-Wave computer. Now see that energy become from those that are misusing all that, closed and sealed forever, made invisible, and moved so those energy portals cannot be reopened. Imagine any machine's computers being used for this purpose breaking down now and imploding on itself. See any magic symbols and rituals being used to rent the veils between inner dimensions be rendered harmless. I ask that all those who try and run vril machines become confused, so those machines do not function properly, and as vril energy is corrected, see humanity becoming conscious and focused on their divine spiritual growth, bringing the golden age into manifestation. As Lucifer's group's hierarchical leaders work toward a new world order, WEF, UN, WHO, including everyone helping any of these groups on any level, anyone that choose to work with darkness or try to misuse energy, elementals, extraterrestrials, or humans, let them be cut off completely from their energy supplies, including money. Let's send an uplifting golden solar energy that propels us far into divine enlightenment, to all obelisks, domes, pyramids, meridians, grids, all ley lines, and all the sacred power spots on the planet. See it anchoring to those power spots now. I call for Michael the Archangel to use his sword of blue flame to daily cut all ties and binds between these misguided light beings and all Luciferian dark entities, all dark and out of balance energy source, and all energies they're trying to manipulate and control. For the goddess of love, truth, mercy, compassion, righteousness, and justice to step back into their lives and show them the error of their misbalanced ways. For Lord Zachiel and his heavenly host to step into these misguided light beings' lives continuously to amplify the violet flame around them and transmute the evil thought forms, words, ceremonies, deeds, and rituals into love, or totally neutralize energies that burn out of their own account. We then call on Meta of the healing ray to minister to these misguided light beings daily. We send divine light to their hearts and brains. And I ask that all of the above who chooses not to step forward in the light be placed in a bubble of mirror facing them 2 inches from their nose. This mirror stays in place as long as they do their will, sending the energy back to them. We place the violet flame inside this bubble so any negative energy immediately burns out, so no energy momentum can be achieved. It will disappear when they do God's divine will. And let those shields of energy be in place on all people, on all darkness from this time forward through the golden age of divine enlightenment. So now let's give some attention to the US-Russia conflict. We call the higher selves of the President of the USA and whoever his handlers are, and the Secretary of State, asking them to step forward into the light. As we see them being reconnected to the Creator, they start taking the higher ground and stop issuing gratuitously derogatory statements about Russia and pushing the Ukraine war further. We see the staffs of the White House and State Department talking quietly to their Russian counterparts about concrete, realistic objectives that culminate in a deal with Russia that benefits all parties involved, including the Ukraine. The US-Russia summit should be a goal and presented as such to the Kremlin. We call the higher selves of the decision makers of the United States to get them to back down and should commit to not inviting Ukraine to join NATO. and thereby preserving for the country a status of neutrality identical to that enjoyed by Finland. We ask whoever really is in our leaders, higher selves, to help all of them put their egos aside. And this includes Biden, so Biden can formally rescind the NATO members' declaration welcoming eventual Ukrainian and Georgian membership. In return for such a commitment, Russia must stop aiding separatists and destabilizing Ukraine, allow the country to pursue its own path to democracy and economic prosperity. Ukraine would, in effect, to the benefit of all parties, be Finlandized, that is neutral, stop harming the Russians, stop colluding with Nazis, stop being a money launderer. And as all countries put their egos aside, especially the UN, see them coming together with new thinking and a fresh approach, deal for a summit and signing ceremony. We envision both men and handlers open to new possibilities, which creates a new peace between the countries. Whew. Let there be peace. Let whoever the warmongers are that's really wanting to start this Russian conflict, let their wives, let their families, let their relatives step in and get them to back down. And do it in a way where everyone will save face. God, you work that out. All right, let's fill this bubble of light up with light and love and take a deep breath and release it. I give thanks for this opportunity to serve. Whew. Hey, sorry guys, I can't read your comments when I'm doing the energy work. And I know that was intense, but when I say I get into detail, I get into detail. Whew. Anyway, you need to ground. Put your feet flat on the floor. See the earth energy come up. Put your crystal down too. Feel it come up your legs, your knees. Feel yourself pull in body. Feel yourself become very clear-headed. The more the earth energy comes up your legs, the more you ground, become clear-headed back in body. If you're still lightheaded after the show, and like I always say, an energy high, if you have hematite, grab it. That'll help you ground. And if you don't have a piece of hematite, go get one. It's really, really great, especially if you get angry. Man, that hematite will calm you right down, at least for most people. Lodestone will work too. If you want to go out, go hug a tree, put your excess energy on the tree, 30 seconds, and ask the tree to send you energy back. You should ground. If you don't want to do that, eat something that will help you ground. Take a shower that will help you ground. And again, if anybody watches this work or listens to it later on, it's amplified over 100,000-fold. You like it, share it. Remember, February 14th is our World Enlightenment Day. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, would you mind doing it? I'm really trying to develop that one. It'll help me get out there. Anyway, have a nice weekend. On that note, aloha, and we'll see you next week.